Sweet. Time for session 3. Alright. So is caching this properly? I'm gonna assume it is. New press, new game. Yep, up to the geothermal plant. Follow the planet to your living room. Okay, so what do we need to do here? I took the break. I still don't know what I'm gonna do about the power situation.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
I don't think... You know? Despite liking Spacer's choice as weapons, just the way they look, I think we're gonna screw them. Right, forgot that their defense is here. Ooh, can I?
Unexpected.
Crap, come on.
Sweeping the area.
Incoming!
Dang it. Yo, Jim, behind you. 600 health. 600 health, 600 XP. Definitely the right place for my level. Okay.
Halt.
Oh, shoot.
Begin.
Here we go!
Good response for this? I seem so.
Nice work!
No, for someone who's never left the... colony, he's surprisingly keen for a fight. Since he did a key card for most of
That's
those.
clever.
Thanks. Alright. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna assume I would have had to lockpick this door too. Otherwise I just wasted some lockpicks. That's our leading. Let's loot first. Okay.
That was quick.
Not sure what Silver Tongue Kid is. Sounds like something that helped me lie, but okay. So is this the same game? It's called Chinese chess, something like that? I don't know what it's called. It's like chess or checkers, not sure. Right, messages. From Spacer's Choice. Get together. Miss Braden, this letter serves as informal notification of our company's displeasure toward your management of the Emerald Vale geothermal plant, for reasons related to exceeding your staff budget in your latest quarterly report. Please select 5 subordinates to be dismissed immediately. Additionally, please please contact our office to schedule your official reprimand at your earliest convenience. Failure to schedule your official reprimand will result in official reprimand. What? Schedule will result in an official... Alright, cool. Yep, sounds about right. Spacer's Choice family would like to collectively remind you that working for Spacer's Choice is not a right, but a privilege. I'm okay with screwing them over after reading this. Okay. From J. Braden to Spacer's Choice. No need for a reprimand. To the esteemed members of the esteemed members of the Emeraldville Development and Oversight Committee. I hope this letter finds you wealthy. After due consideration of your last letter, I have identified and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who were unable to provide sufficient justification for their ongoing employment. I would like to remind the Oversight Committee that while most of Emerald Vale has failed to meet its production output quotas, particularly our our agriculture and fishing canning departments, neither of which are anywhere close to profitable, the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains committed to providing cheap, cost-efficient power to the entire region. Okay. I wonder if we're gonna have to mess with a lava monster. That'd be sick. Then you man, Miss Braden. What? Okay, back. We've investigated the claims made against the profitability of the greater Emerald Vale region. Our offices agree with you. Agriculture and fishing/canning have experienced a steady decline, while the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains somewhat profitable. Our offices are currently investigating ways to implement additional cost-saving measures, which will ultimately lead to a leaner, more streamlined, more efficient geothermal power plant. Please be informed that the Spacer's Choice Development and Oversight Office has taken a significant insurance policy against the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. The office would like to assure you that the insurance policy is a standard procedure. Do not attempt to interpret, understand, or otherwise extrapolate meaning from this decision. As a special courtesy, we have deployed a propriety. There's so many words, big words I am not ready for. Whatever. I know the word. I can't say it. Team of engineering specialists to the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. This team of specialists has been instructed to refit and upgrade the plant's population of auto mechanicals free of charge. Thank you for your cooperation. Return to route. Anything else for me? I don't know. Some lore. So can we find this J. Braden? Seems to be their office. Her office. Sweet. Seems like the real life control rooms that look like this. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Okay, cool. Oh wait.
Something you need?
Yes. Oh, come on. How do you not have anything to say about all this? I mean, I heard your things you're saying about going in. Right. Plant status. Spacer's Choice, operating at 22% efficiency to the Protect Laboratory and Edgewater Tuna Cannery. Okay, so this will definitely bring the wrath of Spacer's Choice to this little colony. Now, do I get the help? This man has died. Do I get the help with that? Doesn't seem to be a major company in any way. And honestly, a lot of the they seem like a really messed up corporation. People in town to be happy where they are. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, they could always go back, right? After they clear them out of Spacer's Choice. Power. Ooh. Okay. Comes down to power. Safety failures detected. Highlighted to monitor severe constructional damage. Redirect power is an irreversible procedure. Power redirection function has failed. Why? Why is it irreversible? That makes close to no sense. You've learned that there are power regulations with the Edgewater Cannery and the Botanical Lab elsewhere in the region, but neither can be moved unless power is away from them traveled. You can route power away from one of the locations. Planet's master controls will be reported. There's 3 switches inside the planet must be flipped before the power can be directed. Reed asked you to deliver a message to a woman named Andalay DeVitt before you head into the geothermal plant. I have. Adley proposed that you divert the plant's power back to the Botanical Lab, depriving Edgewater of their power. Right. I could go back and talk to them.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Yeah.
Where are we headed?
I really want to know your input on this. Because you have a foot in both worlds, kind of, right? You respect the people out of there and you hate the world you're in right now. I'd really like to know your input, Parvati. Parvati? Parvati. Oh, please don't be wild. Shoot. Let's see if I can find a key card there. I saw a new helmet. Isn't that the same? Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, you really don't have anything to say about all this. Okay. Well, if this is a personal locker, this could lead to something good.
Wow, you got that?
Nope, not good for me. Sell later. Wait, hang on. Am I overcumbered again? Yup. Okay. Okay, let's break down of these. Don't need that. Don't need that. Looks nice. Already have one. It's for hammer. To check the condition of these, but yeah, whatever. Some of these long guns look nice. Kinda sad I'm using them. She's wearing this right now, right? So I don't need that. She's wearing one. These carry much weight? Is it one of the crews unreliable? Wait, what? This might look nice on the crew. Oh, it's a. That must be one of the things I can do. Must be decoration I can use. Chester Higgins again. The tall head found him fiddling around one of the mechanicals. I had to run off for temporary company property just in case you're meeting just a couple days from now and feeling bad for what I've done. Let me just remind myself that I've warned him before. He's always been a little cook in the skull. He's been working to launch one of you, confiscated it, should be locked away from the foreseeable future. Don't sit right with me. Company's been placing our guards with auto mechanicals. At this rate, I'm going to end up with chief security with no staff, just a small army of mechanicals knocking about. Guns pointing every each way. Company tells us they're safe, programmed to treat us humans like their own. People are liable to break down, but an auto mechanical never will. I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me. The company's never been wrong before, I suppose. So this is just bad. This is just no. That's Tanaka. It's probably shaven head. Worst has happened. Mechanics go crazy, locking myself down here, just trying to gather my courage. Gonna make a dash to the control room where we'll shut things down. Lead century if I ever return. Okay, nice. Greetings. Security Chairs, S. Tanka. This is an automated message initiated by Spacers Choice Workers Safety Contingency Protocols. A security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during your quarterly audit. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situations engendered by security lockdowns. Fight back against anxiety with an ice-cold bottle of Zero G Brew. Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for you. It's good for what ails you. That's so dumb. Turn it. Right, so we gotta find his body and unlock that door. So Legion said lockdown, authorized passcode required. Oh, I got that, the passcode. Passcode, Spacer Thompson? Welcome, R. Thompson. Right. Okay. No robots so far. There's one. Bard.
Got it. Heads down. All together.
I'm not sure which weapon I should be using against this.
Look at us! You took one down!
Is there a flashlight I can use? I actually have disabled health regen. It feels a bit cheap just going through it. Max end power. Yeah, I'll start modding my gun soon enough. There's one of the switches. Oop. Die. Okay, sweet. Now these guys look head of security. Now, with extra added on, I kind of want tuna now. Not cooked tuna. Actually, no, I kind of feel like some cooked tuna. Smoked. I don't know. Chester's passcode. Let's do the switches for now. Let's clear the area. Bard. Hey, little guy. Bye, little guy. Sweet. This must be where they dock, right? Paralog. Covered with 17 technicians to conduct a complete refit of all mechanicals. Recenturing drones. Some places say so, but does this run contrary to the Spacer's choice mission of being as cheap as possible? Just in case I'm audited, I would see Higgins. This is the guy. I would like to formally express our grateful to be part of the Spacer's Choice family. Spacer's Choice is the leading brand in affordable sundry across Halcyon. It's not the best choice, it's the Spacer's Choice. Just routine maintenance on our mechanical sentries. I found some strange modifications to our logic modules. I haven't had time to run diagnostics. I don't know what's been modified. All I know is that these modifications were introduced in our recent refit. The company went through the trouble of refitting every single mechanical in the plant not long ago. Guessing this was the work of those visiting technicians. I filed a report. Okay, so Space's Choice is bad. Really just not giving much room for interpretation here. I filed a report, but my supervisor told me not to worry about it. Said the company knew what it was doing. Want me to forget about any alleged modification of the logic modules. Decided to do a bit of sleuthing my own self. Got my hands on a logic module, time to do a little experimentation. No body here. Bar copy of the Young Spacious Guide Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3. I need something to read down in the pit. See Higgins. So we gotta find this guy's stuff. We need his passcode for one of the doors. Looks like I have nothing else to do. Push that button, right? Or go through here.
Go away, Phantom!
Pigeons. 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 Where is he? Is it down at the bottom? There's a door here.
No, 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 just leave me alone!
I don't know where you are. I can pick that. Nope. It's gas. Oh, workbench. The workbench does repair, upgrade, modify weapons and armor, keeping your combat ready tip top. On each screen, first select the weapon or an armor item to work on. Then choose the upgrade, repair, pick it up for parts. Okay. Tinker. Modify. Okay. Increase magazine. Magazine barrel. Not much for me to do here. So I'm just improving it.
You're not real! You're not real!
Just down here. Pigeons. I need your passcode.
Get away!
Don't be dead. Pigeons.
No, 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 just leave me alone!
Pigeons. Don't do anything.
You're not real! You're not real! Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram!
Okay. Sorry, most people don't see me coming. Ah, dang it. Calm down. I'm not trying to hurt
You
you.
can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw.
Bro, how long have you been down here?
See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Okay, you're not mad as though downtime is going on.
Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Mm-hmm. What does he do here, bro? I'll see you on my way. How long have you been down here? How long has he been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What exactly do you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon.
What?
I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
I've been surviving this time.
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
And for all that happened.
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
And you weren't killed.
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Okay.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Yeah, I found it. These mechanics were some way stopped them. Right, was this before or after we became this character?
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Can deal with mechanicals I made for us far, didn't I? Or can you, or you can help me and I won't feed the sprats. Your call. I'm waiting for me to intimidate someone where I won't feel bad. I can do the mechanicals. I made this far, didn't I?
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a
it,
flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Behavior logical module. Someone tampered with it. How do we do that? I could go without the jargon, right?
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering.
Yes, elevators.
There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at.
Sweet.
Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal.
Thank you.
Here, let me just write it down for you.
I did want to ask you something.
The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Thanks.
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Open fire on anything that moved.
Oh, yeah, I already said
It was
this?
pandemonium.
How could that?
You mean, why did the mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I
jeez Louise.
suppose. The voices told them to do it.
Oh,
I was on
no.
cleaning duty at the time.
Okay.
My old...
Alright. Okay, it's just... Alright. Oh, was this before or after Kisses?
Oh, before. Definitely before. Sissy Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
Ah, right. Okay. So nothing you said is real. Cool. That's soon, right? Okay. It's your passcode, man. Glad I didn't have to kill you. That's the wrong way. Okay, here we are. I do kind of want to kill them myself. Ooh.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, I get as much XP as I can, so I'm gonna... Swing! Swing!
I thought okay.
Okay, so combat makes sense. Yeah! Power strike. Upper body! You good?
Yeah, huh?
Come on. It's the second switch. Yeah, I might not have needed the hack as usual. Ow. Okay. So hacking, not always the most necessary thing.
Oh. Processing data.
Dig. Ow. Ow. Don't kill. Don't kill. Ooh, shoot. That's all good.
Unable dissident found.
Whoa. Ah. Maybe I should have done that. What if I would have gotten more XP instead of just murdering these things? So we can find that security room. Okay, second switch. Third switch should be here, right? It's right here. Modify behavior. Select new target. Okay, guardboard any attempt to alter such from the company law. All the mechanicals. Shooters. Define intruders. Define intruders as space of choice. Intruder. Where's this? Oh, back here. Hacking still too low. Never found that guy. Free room facility now. Alright, let's start pulling the switches, I guess. Oh. Impact hammer, some other things everybody should have checked. Don't tell him the robots are all dead. So hopefully he'll leave and stop eating rats. He could go and recollect his life as a something cyst wrangler.
What's eating you? The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling...
Yep. Actually, hang on.
Forgot what you were gonna say.
Okay. Can't tell him he could finally leave. That's nice.
Yeah, huh?
Okay, we'll talk later, I guess. Ladder. Oh, wait. To level 2. Okay. Set all the way back. Flick that first switch. And work it out from there.
Two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale? Yeah, huh?
Okay, let's make sure I'm following the right one. Read Ashley the message. Edgewater. Okay, I'm gonna save just before the last one because I'm not sure how this works. I hate to mess it up just because I'm a bit confused.
One to go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Last one. Don't save it. Suicide.
The last. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Wait, which one did I choose? Oh! Wait. Okay, this is very confusing. Refuses to enter the door and direct the power. From the master control terminal. Okay. Give him a message. Did I give him the message? Start a war with the whole company. It's based off cheap shit. So we'll see what happens. Should I have said that?
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I might hear your opinion. I know exactly what I'm doing. I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
This is what I was thinking. Reed tells me Edgewater is going to die without workers in power. The deserters are a community. I can't just destroy what they built. Reed tells me Edgewater is going to die without workers in power. The deserters are a community. Reed tells me Edgewater is going to die without workers in power. I can't destroy what they built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
Reed tells me Edgewater is going to die without workers in power.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
Right decision.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
Alright, it's weird listening to you. Glad you did. I like hearing from you. Glad you did hear from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Well, I brought you along for this exact reason. This makes no sense. Okay. Okay. This really makes no sense why I won't be able to redirect it back, but you know. Okay. Okay, Q. Right. I'm gonna find a security guard. It's gotta be around here somewhere. He said, trying to gather my courage, gonna make matters for the control room. Okay, so we've been in the control room. Let's go back there. Where's the control room? I don't know. Is this it? This has got to be it. Surely he's here. Surely his body's somewhere, right? Keep my eye out this whole time. Oh, I finally found him. So many morality choices to make. I don't know what to choose.
Something you need?
Honestly, I think fixing Edgewater is where we need to go. I didn't get the Adelaide side of the story. I haven't found my security guard. Where is he? I want my loot. Oh, no. This guy has no head. Honestly, though. What's the odds that they'll all go to the Vale instead? Do I go talk to them? Is that what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I am gonna go talk to them. I'm gonna go out this exit because I wonder where it was. I'm gonna go talk to them. I am stalling this as long as possible. I hate morality choices. Just let me kill them. Let me just purge the entire of the other place. Entire of whatever that place is called. I already forgot what it's called. The corporate. Shut the corporate down. That's what I want to do. Never found him. It's a bit frustrating. Oh, I thought that would work. Where did I sneak in here? Looks promising. Fast travel here? Yes, I can. Why can't I? Well, near hostiles. Where? Oh, jeez.
Here they come! Not even a scratch.
Did not expect that. I wonder if I could change. Ooh. Now you don't know how to approach this. Apparently going murdering is my best way to decide something. Oh shoot. Definitely learned a lot of them. Settle.
Huh? I smell blood!
Shoot. Ah! Yep. Plenty of dumb moves there. Plenty of dumb moves there. How long ago since I saved? That's before leaving. I already don't know what to do. I know what I'm gonna do here. Well, see, the issue is just the fact that they're with Spacer's Choice, and the guy wants to stay with them. If he could just not do that, it's all politics. All the politics on the deal. This one. Ooh. Got me some floats. Jump up. Let's try this again.
Incoming! Match with us.
Alright. Next one. Or just actually attack these guys head on. Assuming they'll have grief of getting flanked. I would like to see, where are they? What? Did they not spawn? What's going on? Because it's night? Hold on, what's going on here? Why is it empty? It's ready for a fight. I just tried to bring out my glider. It's a bit too much Genshin. This is odd. This is odd. Very, very odd. Honestly, I don't want to scare people in the Veil. I need a reason. I need a reason not to do it. She needs to give me a reason. have the fact that I don't like her lead me to screw over these guys.
Anything else I can do for you?
Sorry, she not come to live here.
I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are.
What? What's that?
Remains to be seen. Might be the man that saves the Vale. Might be Reed's personal gun hand.
Save the veil, or I could just be passing through.
People around here lack the strength to effect change. Or they have the strength, but not the will. You seem to have both.
Wait, tell me all this.
A little prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a little sense, if you listen close enough. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life.
There's a comment. You can always continue in life back in town. Reed's making an offer in good faith. You should consider it.
Not under Reed's watch. He and I would come to blows within a day, and he would never tolerate my tending to a garden. This is my home. It will be my home even if Reed cuts our power. Simple as that.
You should really consider it.
That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me.
Never tried it. I wouldn't know. It's obviously more to it than that.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted.
There it is.
So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I'm guessing he has his own side.
I could not possibly care less if he does, but you're surely welcome to ask him.
I will. I will. What do I do? What do I do? Found myself in quite a bit of a pickle, haven't I? Alright.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick House is no place for a traveler. Spacer's Choice takes care of its own.
This is Sick House.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
Yeah, people really struggled out this town.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
No.
Something you need?
Oh, it likes me weird on you. Which earned it. I wanted to ask you.
In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker?
You sound worried.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I'm gonna guess you don't drink yourself. I know, but Kevin inviting. Yourself.
Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on. Sorry.
If you want to talk about it, I'm happy to listen. Everybody needs to cut loose on again. Don't apologize. If you want to talk about it, I'm happy to listen.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
I want to listen. I need to know what kind of person you are. I need to know how much I have to care about your opinion. Come on. Just talk to the sheriff.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
At least you got your health.
That guy kind of sound like the.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside. Something you need?
You don't always. Doesn't always pay off.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
What? That's confusing. Found this cash emergency. I thought I should turn to you. If you help with your more. Alright, I've got some questions if you don't mind.
As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Want to sketch medicine?
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Does name Phineas Wells mean anything to you? So, who do you work for, Spacer's Edgewater?
If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life.
Fair enough.
I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serve Spacer's Choice.
Okay, makes sense. So, you're basically a bureaucrat. Oh, who's this?
Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the Board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this.
Because the thing is, I'm not from here. Does name Phineas Wells mean anything to you?
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
He's a scientist we're acquainted. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Looks like about it. Can me unfroze my body, shot me to space, and I landed here. He's a scientist we're acquainted. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. This is a bounty in his head.
You are correct. An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas B. Wells.
His board's paying me to collect on that bounty. I don't know enough to say much more.
Where are we headed?
Okay.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Nothing I can do about that.
Honestly,
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens. Where are we headed?
I don't know how to handle this. Let's talk to Mr. Big Boy upstairs. Can't believe I missed that being front entrance. Where's the office? Wait, is that the office? Looks like it. Wow. I definitely came in another way. Get out. Need to talk.
If you could see your way to getting us our power back, I'd appreciate it.
I'll talk to you about something.
Go ahead.
Every take a look around town makes you think and convince you to that. You see me fixing being back to town.
Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible.
Tuna sounds disgusting.
Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by. What with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world.
Oh, what? So what are you canning here exactly?
Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs. Mostly organic, mostly local mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of saltuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect to any but the prissiest of palate.
Oh, jeez.
Go ahead.
What makes you think convinces her to come back?
That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and her folk loathe the people of Edgewater, you see. I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. I just hope Adelaide and her folk will see their way past my flaws and return to town.
So, of course, we walk away. It's the way of things.
Scripture tells us we all have our purpose in the world. Our work shows us that purpose. We should not have to move on from it. Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost even more to plague. But it is why we must square our shoulders and carry on.
I don't know what to do, man. Yeah, personal history.
Losing Adelaide was the hardest. She was our only flavor specialist. When she walked away, I knew we were in trouble. Spacer's Choice Salt Tuna is renowned across the system for its quality flavors and additives. We used to sell citrus-flavored salt tuna in our heyday. Ever since Adelaide left, we have been reduced to selling unflavored and spearmint.
Spearmint tuna sounds weird.
Something on your mind?
Press the wrong button.
Go ahead. It is my job to keep 2 eyes on my town. I am the steward of this place, and this is my watch post.
Mm-hmm. Well, you work here.
I'm trying to remember 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by. You stop counting altogether. I remember looking out this window and seeing the veils spread out from horizon to horizon. We were a sprawling town. We were booming. Times change, people change, but the veil will always be here. Spacer's Choice will always be here. Our work won't ever end. I take comfort in that.
Don't have one of pieces. You're a lot of Spacer's Choice.
This is a Spacer's Choice town. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. The company keeps us warm, keeps us fed, keeps us working. Loyalty's got nothing to do with it, friend. This is good old-fashioned gratitude.
Okay, man. After that happened in the cannery, I don't know what to do. Counts one pieces.
I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
You disagree?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I want to know more. You think about
When
that.
I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family. We are all part of the Spacer's Choice family. We are all doing what we were brought into this world to do. Go ahead.
What else about the plague?
Can we not? Talking about unpleasant things always gets my bile up.
Fair enough. You're workers. How long's the plague been
That
happening?
I cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. Disease always lurks on the fringes of society, waiting to infect the idle and the lethargic. But in the last 10 years, the plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly frequent.
You should have to vote in the media after repeated exposure since contagion. Things have been going bad for you these past few years. Everyone gets sick. Okay, let's use the medical.
Corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination.
Oh,
I
come
believe
on.
plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty
Jeez
and our
Louise.
fortitude. And it is one we will see through to the end.
This is messed up. Yeah.
If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone. So I have to choose.
That can't be easy for you. Yeah, you let Adelaide's son die.
Adelaide's son was barely competent. I treat him with our medical rations, and it looks like I'm playing favorites.
Yeah.
Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering. I wish she had stayed with us. Adelaide left us when we needed her most. Go ahead. Can we
Okay,
not?
I do want to
Talking-
explore this a little bit more. He's like a cat. I'll see Adelaide seems petty.
something you need?
Is this a loading screen? It's gotta be a loading screen, right? I don't know. I don't know what to do. What's this? This is not where I thought I was gonna end up being. Why is there a tactical shotgun in a locker? Blue slips, pink slips. Honestly, my best choice is just to talk more to Adling's people. Alright. While I'm here, let's do this. They're pretty good at making, like, showing what doors are openable. Where's stamina? Do not have stamina. Adelaide. Adelaide Pravati.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Yeah, here's your book.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
Jeez. Let's keep us from reading it. You didn't want to keep, you didn't want that book to keep us from reading it. You just wanted it for yourself. You're reacting a bit, don't you think? You didn't want to, you just wanted it for yourself. The book seemed more important than you laid on.
There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Is that your mission and work here to give your life meaning and purpose? What did you think about the book? How's it moving forward? As for some kind of cause of retribution, speaking of plague and likewise, I should get going. Why did you think the book held for?
Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
I figure search for banned books, but at least you still have your mission work here. That's Philosophist, yeah.
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the Philosophist perversion of Bokonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Yeah, you should have a mission work here.
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bokonu journal. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be perfectly good. Need to ride out of town. I wouldn't mind ship hand. What's in it for me? Yeah, what's in it for me? What can you do?
Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a toss-ball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though.
To boost my...
Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
What? Why? Spiritual counseling, are you even a real vicar? I'm not sure I'll be worked for hacking, brawling vicar. Maybe some other time. Hey, that'll probably be a vicar training.
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my penitentiary term. Left many an opponent bleeding in the prison yard.
I am interested. Yeah, you sound very, very freaking...
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan.
Fair enough,
But
man.
instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
I am satisfied. You seem cool. Sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Perks, right. Carrying capacity, walk speed. Now, I love this. So I might actually take that. Yeah. It's unlocks the next tier, correct? Requires 5. Okay, never mind. Let's get this up a bit. I really don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, huh?
This is really something. Okay. Oh, what's the plan? What do I do? I'm going barely any insight into this. Oh, this is Tossball. What is this game? Sounds dangerous as heck. Okay.
Something I can help you with? Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Oh, this is such an issue, man. Can almost afford that. Pick it up now. Vulcan Alley. I'm keen to use this. issue here.
I'm listening. That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are. The world can seem like a forest without end, and it is all too easy to lose one's way. But we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself.
I actually don't know where I am, not the answer I was expecting. He's still shooting me up. No, I actually don't know where I am.
This is the old botanical lab in Emerald Vale, on Terra 2. By the look on your face, I'm guessing you're not quite following me. Are you not feeling well? Ought to lay your head down if you're running fever.
Just giving bearings at pad. The pod landed not far from here. I was killed by crazy sunshine into space. But thanks for asking. I'm hoping it's an information.
Are you talking about an escape pod of some sort?
Yeah.
Where did you say you were from?
Never said anything. Didn't say I arrived here from Earth. There's a hope ringing any bells.
Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Vale.
You never made it for the whole Earth. That was that ship. Not exactly, it's a colony ship.
Oh, you're talking about that old piece of folklore. Now I'm convinced you're delirious.
Jeez.
You really ought to lay your head down, dear. Babbling only agitates the humors. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but it will distract you for a spell.
You don't believe me?
Maybe I do. I don't know yet. Growing up, I heard my folks talking about the hope. Always believed it was just a story we told ourselves to keep our spirits up. Listen, don't you worry about what I think. That's not important. Worry about what the board thinks of you going around talking about lost ships from decades past.
So I can't bring this up too much. Bored, why haven't done anything wrong?
You carry on about coming here from another world, and people will talk. Talk leads to questions. Ask enough questions, and the board comes answering.
I should stop something else.
I'm listening.
I should go. Ah, shoot. This is very empty. Hey, Zoe.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally. Got the strangest craving for Adrena time.
You're so weird. Honestly, it would suck to screw this place over.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty. Something you need?
That's a body. Wow, never mind. Look at this lab. The only thing you could think to do is force a new way of life. Oh man, I'm gonna be stuck here for ages just trying to debate what I want to do. Okay. I don't know. I do not know. Let's just finish the quest I have here, I guess.
What can I do for you?
There's no train now. I think to medicine. What?
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
If you use them term loosely, so you prepare a course for operation. Pretty specific job description. I'm guessing you're trained in medical school. If you use talk loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't want to screw over this town.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us, Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another zero-G.
I don't know you.
You don't. Excuse me. So funny.
We don't welcome trouble. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
So you're not going to serve me drinks. Something going on here I should know about. I'll find sandwiches. You could have fooled me.
Am I that easy to read? Yeah, we've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters.
It's on tap. Deserters. Decent enough.
Don't you go letting them traitors drip poison down your ear. Nothing decent about a worker who walks out on their own family. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
Sorry, just felt like chatting.
Go ahead.
So just store what you told me. Space discreet science. I've been asking you. No one seems to know anything about the hope. Yeah, I think I will actually stop asking those things. So it's your story.
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Curiosity? I'm not trying to judge you. Just curious. Hey.
You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself.
You've been scrubbing slow dives, so you had a dream of being scientist. What happened?
What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing zero-G?
Asking questions is the foundation of science, so a scientist asks too many. So they just took care of you.
Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that, I am grateful.
Yeah, sounds like they took care of you.
They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose. This is where I belong.
Thanks for the story.
Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So, what's your story?
Oh, jeez. You don't believe I told you.
That right? Prove it.
Alright. I last survived the colony ship while everyone else is frozen like crazy scientists. Strand me on this planet with no way out of the broken out ship. I'm an alien spirit of a pure ether and having a human body to learn about your kind. A crazy scientist. Okay, I'm not going to say the hope. I'm trying to know where I wrote the ship.
Sounds as if you've been keeping questionable company. Or spinning a tale?
First one.
You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
I tell you, I just got shot into space by a scientist.
Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum.
What that is, it's on tab. Sure, it's a joke. I'll say, don't even know where I am. I'm not joking. I just came a landed hills on top of a guy.
Look, I don't know what you're blathering about.
I'm sorry.
If you took a blow to your skull, you really should settle down with some zero-G. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these 4 walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning.
So, like, you're afraid to go outside and there's something else.
Let me make something clear.
Sorry.
Spacer's Choice has been real good to me. The town's been real good to me. I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning things I've got no right to know. People will talk. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that.
Say, in this term, I suppose you got on jobs. Imagine you want to get the pig and all. Yeah, it's this.
Keep it down, will you? We don't talk about the PLAYGE. Not here. And if you're smart, you won't mention it anywhere. I've said enough. People come here to drink their problems away. If they wanted to face their problems, they'd go see our vicar.
Should go then.
Something you need?
Parvati. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Parvati. What's the plan? What are we doing? Oh, jeez. Okay. Q. I'll leave the deserters for dead. Honestly, there's a lot more people at Edgewater that would not do well outside of the walls.
And your rations yet?
Yep. 2 whole cans of Saltuna.
Weirdly enough, them talking about tunas make me hungry. Right.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
What?
Something you need?
This is what I was going to ask you about.
You mean why I'm not allowed in the store anymore?
There seems to be a story there.
There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12.
Do you still? He was in forever ago, so you got to know what? You were a kid. That must have been forever ago.
Sure, but folks got long memories around here. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of zero-G rolling out the front door and into the road.
The vending machine, I could see how it's... Chuckle.
It's not funny. Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships.
Oh,
and Mr.
no.
Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a 3rd shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of zero-G?
Excel over him. I get you. Go on.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me.
Jeez.
I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
Let's head back to it then. Oh, Moreau.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
Don't worry. Right, that's ages ago.
Absolutely. I'll keep my hands in my pockets. I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
That's really true.
Music to my ears.
Honestly, I don't know what to do. Did I flip a coin? Oh, I'm gonna get nothing done. My chair. What do I do? I'm just gonna needs of the many, dude. I'm just gonna needs of the many it. I'm sorry, people. So I'm sorry, deserters.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know.
I'm sorry, deserters. There's nothing I can do about it now. Right now. Want to force the power. Endangered Marauders. Tomorrow. Okay, I should consider doing this. Okay. Oop, hang on. Give me a quick sec.
Somebody's been running around talking about the Hope. Wonder if that's a new drug of some kind.
Shoot. Right. Okay. I'm gonna have to stop talking about it.
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
Let's try this. You want it?
Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting.
It tells you have a tendency towards hypochondria.
I don't know what that means. Is that some sort of medical condition? Is my plague getting worse or something?
Ambulance authorities. Died buyer. You obviously need this.
Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best.
I know what that means.
Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got.
That's why I like to save yours. I think that's not true. Because secrets aren't free. I risk my life to save yours. No, I don't want to do this then. No. You have lost X from.
Nothing like a good hit of anthracillin. Feels like warm, liquid sunlight running through your veins.
Oh. I don't even know who the lady is. Ah, there she is.
Somebody's been running around town raving about a colony ship. Plague must have gone into their brain matter.
Russian. I don't have it.
I can't say I'm pleased, but what's done is done.
Here.
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
I'm curious to see how that turns out. But, it'll be my choice. So to go back and talk to Abernathy.
Somebody's been running around town raving about a colony ship. Plague must have gone into their brain matter.
soon after.
Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
So that's simple. You won't have a son, so you're gonna have to buy it. Charm never hand. That's harsh. At least. Give me something about.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
What are you gonna do?
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
You out in the cold. What leave you be? I'm actually preferring that outcome. Makes more sense to me. Tidus and Jumperticus. The new original masterpiece, the director of Agent Khan, and dang it.
Wish we had some better rations.
Wait, is this it? Nope. Where am I? Where is the... Oh. It's literally right there. To really...
Something to report?
I'll turn to you.
Anthracillin, huh? That's an anti-Cleo product. I appreciate your vigilance on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I'll make sure this medicine goes to where it's most needed.
Which is where exactly?
Sealed, packaged, and delivered to a Spacer's Choice storage facility. Standard procedure for contraband, you see.
Ah. You only roll contraband, bring you medicine. You need this.
Medical treatment by anti-Cleo's products is strictly prohibited under Spacer's Choice Company policy. I distribute this medicine to our workers, and we're all complicit in a crime.
It's ridiculous, right?
Of course it makes sense. Spacer's Choice Company regulations have been designed.
I haven't paid yet.
You are of course entitled to a reward, your compensation, and your receipt. Spacer's Choice wishes you a product.
You should know asked me to seal this message for him.
Martin Abernathy. Interesting. I'll see to it that charges are filed against him.
What kind of charges?
Being stupid enough to hire a freelancer who turned him in. It's a punishable offense.
What?
All Spacer's Choice workers are expected to be exemplary judges
What?
of character. Mr. Abernathy has failed to meet these standards and will be duly punished. Something to report?
We can handle this! Please! You got him!
Actually, isn't this weapon a bit broken? I could just... Okay, I'm done with this. I'm done. Right. Nope. I am done with that. It is way too easy to slaughter people. And that feels real in a bit. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Alright. Okay, cool. Yep, right. Okay. Nothing
Somebody's
happened.
been running around town raving about a colony ship. Plague must have gone into their brain matter.
Yeah, so, yep, here's your medicine.
Thanks. Here. Something for...
Okay, so you can get medicine too.
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs.
Yep. I need to talk to him, man. I kind of want to screw him, but...
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
Someone else.
You what? But why? I was dependent on you. Does it feel good? Robbing an old man of his last shred of hope?
Sorry. I did what I had to do.
Betray a man in his final hours? Of course. I understand. Hell, I'd probably do the same to you, given the chance. So, you just here to watch me die, or what?
Oops, sorry.
Please, wander around. Touch things. I'm awfully contagious.
Oh. Okay. I feel bad. He's the one who told me where it was. What? Good points. Hopefully, it's something we could do about the plague later on. There's too many people. There's too many people in Edgewater. It sucks, but I can't expect all of them to change. Once we had the choice, I just accepted and not use my ship and live here. But, you know, gotta continue the game. Oh, I didn't run out of time already. I spent hour 45. Who knows? Okay. Okay. Let's get this done then. Never did the key card. Never could come back here. Choice is a choice. And since I'm worried about everything I do, let's do this. Make sure I take the right one. We can talk to her one last time.
Something you need?
Had moderate severe structural damage. Apparent. Oh, that's why it's reversible. Okay. Edgewater. Can't finish water. Upon capacity, additional structural damage to take the please report yourself. I did what needed to happen.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they didn't care much for me.
Honestly, there's nothing else. There's too many people. There's way too many people. Guess if I come back and play again, I know that I can make the opposite choice. It's character, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Agreeable. I don't hear what she says on this side. Yeah. Continue botanical laboratory. Shadow Man can talk to me. We're not revering.
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people.
I'm gonna actually explore the repercussions of this before I go back. I'm curious. I don't know, it's usually it's supposed to be another playthrough, but I wanna know. That guy. Plasma cutter. Right, run back. So she stays with me. Leather boa. Look at that Japanese mythological snake. Ooh. I'm keen. Oh jeez. Where's people come from?
We made it.
Man, where did they come from? No, it's not ready for that. Are you on screw around Edgewater though? Yeah, this already looks bad. This is a whole town, man. This is a whole town.
Yeah, huh?
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience and contemplate the scriptures.
You want to know what gets my bile churning?
Towards the end.
Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
The person's repair information. teach you a lesson?
Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me.
I had the right idea. I had to make you see that your own life is full of betrayals. The most recent one, you're a horrible person. You deserve everything. No, he's not a horrible person. I don't think he is. I'm a bad judge of character.
Liberating? Edgewater is my home. The only home I've ever had. I put down roots here, gave decades of my life to this place. I never asked to be liberated.
Yeah.
Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
Coffee guards on my power regulator. Oh man, I wish I had that. That's cool. Sorry about this read. Let's go have to Edgewater.
Edgewater's dead. Our cannery's dead. Adelaide's deserters are never coming back. Spacer's Choice will shut us down before long. Some of us will die of illness by then. Some will move on. Some will starve. And as for me, I will tender my resignation, whereupon I shall be processed and then duly imprisoned for gross incompetence. Apologies won't give us our lives back, but for what it's worth, I am sorry too.
You just killed him.
That's so cool. Killed who? I know it was great. What did you get upset for? Killed who?
Mr. Thompson. Reed Thompson. You know, my boss? I can't. I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you.
He was treating like garbage. I was trying to protect you. Give me a break, Ronnie, or just say any differences is a goodbye and take care.
You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that?
Yeah, jeez.
Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale unsupervised.
Goodness me, you can be a real psychopath in this. That is so cool. Yo, I'm a big fan of that. Like, jeez, this is really messed up. Wow. Huh. Okay, I was a bit confused at the start a bit. When it was like kind of awkward with some of the interactions. But man, that quickly turned. I kind of want to explore more what can happen, but I don't know until I actually explore this further. Like, I wonder if there's a way, like, in the future, if I can fix, or like, what's it called? I hope that's a later on option. Because I'd love to explore that more. Like, I want to be able to see if you could continue on your choices. That's one of the things that's not as fun, right? It's like, you made your choice, but you don't get to build upon it. Like, oh, how cool that would be, right? If this is not the end of the storyline, and I hope it isn't. That'll be great. Surely, right? I never really played through. Was it the other one they made? They made New Vegas. Never played through that. But if this is where their like storytelling goes, I'm keen. But 'cause I tried it a bit, but I can't play the old Fallout games, not the FPS ones. The shooting just doesn't feel as good. Okay, let's just see what the outcome is for this side, then I'll swap over to my original choice.
pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence.
You tell you want to bring your son back.
Blunt as a hammer. But you're right. Nothing can undo the past. Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go.
You don't sound too pleased. You know, your decision in this right guy. You sound too pleased.
I don't look forward to turning folk away. Camp's gotta stay pure, though. Can't have corporate loyalists mixing with us, no matter how desperate they may be. I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
Can't risk with life. I don't like the idea of being identities for him trying to repair a ship.
You're not quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined.
Oh my goodness, no. I like this. I like the gray. It's so gray. I don't know if anyone else will see this gray, but it's so gray, and it's so gray. Oh, these choices are good. I don't feel like it. Okay, delete these. Let's go back to my original choice. Wow. Wow. This was great. This was great. This is great. It's great. It's great. Great. It's great. Wow. Okay. I hope more choices are gray like this. I like it. I like it a lot. Wow. Alright, time to move on. It's time to move on. They're not friendly. Yeah, I understand that. Apravati, you gotta say.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they ain't care much for me.
Yeah, man, that's... Like I said, she's got a good heart, but... Come on, man. It's a weird circumstance. Whoops. I need to face my choice. I need to face them before I do anything else. Then I'll talk to Edgewater, get my capacitor, and I think that's the session. I've spent way too long here. That's great. That's great. Question my morality. That's what I want. Okay. I never found the captain. I never found him. Can I jump through here? Yeah, that's just... I can't. There's way too many people I'm screwing over. Not everyone's happy with whatever freedom they have, right? I'm still trying to argue with myself about this choice. That's why I like it. That's why I like it. Oh man. Okay. Sweet. Oh, and I get to face my choices. Oh, this is so smart. I didn't really register it. And on the other one, but they make you face your choice. That's so good. That's so good. I mean, it'd be weird if they didn't, right? It'll be weird if they just let me pick it up without like any real discussion with them. This is good. Kind of sucks because I actually really like this area. No one's outside. Wow, already. Oh man. And I got you to come back, Zoe. Sorry about that. No talk?
How do you expect me to enjoy the adventures of the masked marketeer with no power?
Yeah.
Got the strangest craving for Adrena time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Oh, I never talked to Thomas.
Where are we headed?
Completely forgot to talk to Thomas.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. You're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Ooh.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town.
Just passing through. I'll take it as a comment. I'm just trying to get my ship off the ground. Passing through.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see.
Oh.
Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here.
Oh,
Camp
jeez.
thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
No. No, you never like told her you could give a couple pointers, maybe plead them while you like look, you can't full of idiots. No, I want to help you out because I screwed you over hard.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering?
I found two.
Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy.
Yeah, I got
Should
that.
find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Did you lucky day, Thomas? I got one of those data passes, data pads. I'll let you know if I find anything. Fair price. You match 2 pads. What about the third?
I wish I knew. I wager the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say.
Did you lucky day? I got those data pads you wanted. One of them.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
I used questioning before. If I kind of like him now. Probably want to find the community center archives.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Really? Oh, I got one more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
It's the third one. I'll find a second one for you. It's stashed away inside the old geothermal plant.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
I mean, I didn't remember you need these. I'll let you know if I find the others.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
I'll do on this.
What's on your mind?
How long have you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
What are you doing in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Alright, I should go. Right, it's messed up. The corporate stuff's messed up. But what are they gonna do otherwise? Want a new way of life? I don't have the right to make me get that choice. How many of them are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Just no, there's still too many people. It's too many people.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit.
You're a psychopath.
This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power,
That I'm
killing
sorry
off
about.
my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve.
Your flock?
I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
He uses people back, this isn't personal. It's honestly, it's the other way around. It's the he uses people back.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility.
It is.
You tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Yeah. I'm really a deal with your reason for coming to Edgewater. Enough talk.
As long as Reed is still in Edgewater, I will not return. Those are my terms.
Fine.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh?
No.
Is this some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos?
No, that's not what I meant.
Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Yeah, I can tell him to leave. I'm not gonna kill him. Oh. No. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant at all.
Where are we headed?
Oh, he's very fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
Oh, poor guy. Bigger, more... I've not lately seen him have a bigger, more obvious crush. Are you sure he nearly fell over when he saw you? Until he was thinking that was definitely not a wrench. I have not lately seen him have the bigger, more obvious crush.
I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Definitely gonna get him back on his feet. Back on his feet. I definitely want to do that for him. Before I tell him the bad news, let's get that last book. Fine. Used to be the town of Edgewater. It's gonna be a lot of searching. Just in case I lose a chance to finish that mission, because honestly, it would suck otherwise.
I know, I'm trying to think.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Kinda like him. He wants to survive without power. So I go back to Edgewater.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
You don't want to work at, so don't work tower. You wanted to be an engineer? That's just for your talking. Edgewater's struggling to the words to get an engineer.
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one.
Yeah, yeah.
I do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my own toolbox.
Yeah, you can.
It's just Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her.
Then Adelaide is not someone you should. No, why is that say put? I'm gonna talk to Reed into stepping down. Why is that?
Adelaide hates Edgewater, hates everything Edgewater stands for, hates what that town does to people, what it did to her. We're the nearest she's got to kin. We go back to Edgewater, we may as well have stuck a knife in her heart.
No, Adelaide is a psychopath. And I don't think Reed's doing anything too wrong, you know? Oh. Jeez. I just met these characters. Why am I investing myself so hard? Oh, Steve. Okay, I'll see what I can do about him before I do any more. Try to send me that.
You know where to find me.
Right. Okay, next. Grace.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
There's nothing left for you here, so I go back to Edgewater.
The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Topson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again.
Behind me, Thomas telling me the same thing. Don't do anything hasty.
Edgewater's not just a town to Adelaide. It's a symbol of everything that's wrong with this colony. A big, heartless machine of metal and gears grinding workers down to dust. We're the closest thing Adelaide's got to a family. We go back to Edgewater, she's gonna feel betrayed.
Anything hasty, I'm gonna try to talk to Reed.
Sure. Suit yourself. I'll be here.
Honestly, don't mind me just inserting my own morality into a whole colony. Okay, this seems like a lot. Seems like a lot more to do. Wait, where's this? I'm gonna get this first. I'll say distance in our midst. What's this? Philosophist. Oh, is there fear mongering another religion? Come on. Alright. Cool. Let's go. Alright. See if I could sneak around without running into anyone. See if I can get this without starting a dialogue yet. I'll get this for Thomas. Give him the thing. And oh shoot. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a mistake. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty neat. That's not a loading screen, or it could be half a loading screen. Region. Oh, that's an interesting thing to show me. Thomas, here to help you.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
You're right here.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Here you go, part 2, found in this cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen.
I believe in you, Thomas.
Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
What? Right. Should go then. Alright, quickly did that. Where's this thing he's talking about? Oh, alright, sweet. Save game. And went quite a bit over the usual time. Sweet. Good. And stream.